In this video, we are going to see hardening of Windows 10. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel and press the bell button to get the notification when I upload the interesting privacy and security videos. Without further delay, let's get to the video. I have already installed Windows 10 operating system. You can see it is a clean, plain vanilla one. We have to configure, we have to hardening this one. So these are the steps we are going to follow it. So first one is we going to see is creating a local offline account and also setting a complex password for it. So Microsoft account offer many features that is a local account does not, but it doesn't mean like Microsoft account is for everyone. Uh, if you uh, if you don't care about Windows Stores apps, only you have one computer and doesn't need access to data anywhere at your home or office, then local account will be just fine. I'll just tell you some of the benefits of using a local account. It is actually more secure. You can create a complex password that works on one, and it is a more private. So the settings and computers, you don't need to transmit to remote server, so everything, whatever you do is right, it's stored locally on one computer. And it's internet dependent, so you can use it on offline. Doesn't need any internet connectivity to authenticate and those things. And you can create a custom login page, whatever you wanted. And the main secondary thing is like uh, if someone hacks your Microsoft account, right, the hackers gain access to your computer and every Microsoft services to use it. So offline will account will help you to create a isolate account. So to create one, you have the limited experience. So this is option you have to select it and get it now. So it will ask you for a custom username. You can give whatever username. After that, it will ask you to create a super memorable password. I would suggest you to create a password phrase instead of password. So password phrase is a combination of like a three words or four words. So it's easy for you to remember kind of thing. And thing is choose privacy settings for your device. I would recommend it or I would suggest you to just keep turn of it. So creating a local account is done and setting a complex account is already I have done. So okay, next one is we are going to disable Windows 10 automatic login. For that, go to Windows, run netwpl wizard. It will take you to user account management panel, advanced, and check require user to press uh, apply. Okay. So it is done. Next one is we see to disable telemetry account. So telemetry, it's actually most Windows users, right? Whenever you are installing it, it will automatically join Microsoft Customer Experience Improvement Program. So telemetry contain a technical data, like it will keep collecting your data for the Microsoft for future improvement of the systems and enhance the user experience. So let's see how to disable. Run service.msc and search for Microsoft Connect user experience, stop the service and change it to disable. Apply. Okay. So yes, we have done it. So by disabling this one, right? So it's again just limiting the amount of data shared with Microsoft. So next one is setting a password with your screensaver. So let's see how to do it. Start, go to settings, search for screensaver option and just check on resume display logon screen. So this is done. And we will see auto updates, how to enable auto updates. Windows, check for updates. So when it comes to computing, right, the rule thumb is that it's better to keep your system up to date at all the time, so that all the components and programs can work from the same technical foundation and security protocol, which help device away from the vulnerabilities and exploitation. So always check for it and check for updates and everything. So it's enabled. done. And turn on the firewall. Just go to the firewall settings. So Windows Firewall is used to protect your Windows systems from network-based threats. You can control who can access to your systems and what access is granted. By using Firewall, right? So you can control inbound and outbound traffic on the application. So by the using firewall, right? So you can reduce the risk of network security threats and safeguard the your sensitive data. The next one is turn on encryption of Bitcoin. To do that, just go to C drive, and if suppose you have a multiple drives, do the same thing. Right click, turn on the BitLocker. Starting BitLocker, it is actually popping up because of I don't have a trusted platform module chip. It's a hardware-based chip. It comes with a new computer, so it will authenticate your things. I don't have it, so that is why. Let's see how to bypass this one. Go to edit policies and administrator template, Windows component, BitLocker, disable it, configure, check for policy setting, require additions event, and just change it to enabled. Allow TPM, apply, okay. So now let's again try it. Turn on the BitLocker. So BitLocker, by using BitLocker, right? So you can mitigate the unauthorized data access and prevent the data increase. So it will encrypt the entire drives and full volume encrypted. So that you can use the encryption key, it will able to decrypt and access your files and information. So now you can print it, means again encrypted done. So you can print the required key somewhere else. Again, I'm just saving it again, printing in a PDF format and just saving the file since it is a demo. But I would recommend you to keep the files in your OneDrive or USB or save it in somewhere else because it is this is, yes, this is the important one. So encrypt use, yes. So it will, what first option will, right? It will encrypt only the used space. Second one is it will encrypt the entire space. Again, it is depends upon your, I'm just going with the first option. Second one, yes, do encryption mode. Next. So yes, run I'm just giving it. It's going on. Yeah, it's done. So the key is in the hard disk is encrypted. It's asked for the restart now. So let me restart. You can see that it is asking for it. So let me put the BitLocker. It's booting. So let's see whether disk is encrypted or not. Go to my computer. It's done. Just go to we will validate it. Go to my computer. Yeah. So you can see the logbook there. It is actually encrypted. So now next one is turn off the discovery option for the Bluetooth. So it's always good one. So if suppose you're not using your Bluetooth, right, so always disable the discovery option so that the nearest devices will not discover your device. So it will prevent you from the Bluetooth attacks. So for that, just go to run MSC service.msc and check for Bluetooth, support service, change it to disable. Apply, okay. So whenever you want to add something, just change as enable it and add. I mean, just do a discovering and add that one. Remaining times you can keep it disabled. So this is done. So next one is disable auto run and autoplay. So the advantage of disable autoplay, run and autoplay, right? For example, if you are just any software or any malware, right? If it is get downloaded, it is using this auto run code, right? It will automatically execute. It's a very dangerous one, so we have to disable it. So let's see how to disable this one. For that, Windows, go to a group policy, administrator template, Windows component, autoplay policy, turn off, edit the policy settings, enable, okay. So I turned off the autoplay. So let's do one more thing. Default behavior for the auto run. enable, do not execute any author and commands. Apply, okay. Okay, so this is done. So this allow the volume centralized one. So enabled again. If you enable this volume, autoplay is not allowed. FTP device like camera or phones. Apply, okay. Okay, so this is one more thing. If you enable this policy, automatic prompt the users to choose what. It's again, I've just I not configure this one. Cancel. Okay, so let's go to the one more thing, settings, device, autoplay. Just turn it off so that devices or media thing is again close it. So disabling autoplay is done. So let's next one is Windows Defender. So Windows Defender is a inbuilt antivirus one. So by enabling this one, we can prevent the malwares and ransomwares and those things and all. And in part two, we will see the hardening of it. Right now, we will see how to enable it. Go to Windows, search for, just go to settings, Windows Defender, yes, security settings, and virus and threat protections. Okay, turn on, yes. Okay, so now virus protection is turned on. So we'll check for updates. It's have the latest one database. Okay, so this is also done. So let's configure Macchanger. So Macchanger is it's to keep you anonymous when you are surfing. So let's see, get Mac. So this is my Mac address. This is hardware using this one, right? So it's again anyone in the, if suppose any users, right? So again, it is comes again the operating system footprint, right? So the people will again what device I'm using, when I purchased, what I purchased. Again, it comes to the, as I said earlier, it's of operating system footprint. So to avoid that one, we have to use a Mac changer so that we can do a Mac spoofing when anyone, so we can prevent our MAC address or we can prevent from ourselves from the operating system footprinting. So to do that, so this is actually a software. It's a software based one. So it will help you to change the spoof the MAC address. So thanks to the developer who developed this one. So this is a really a good software. And it will actually software level it change the MAC address. So let me download now. I downloaded and I installed it. So let me run it. Let me keep it aside. Minimize. So thanks to the developers, this is the developer who developed the software. Thanks it. It's really very fun. So it's asking you yes. I'm just giving yes. Okay. Okay. So this is my MAC address. You can see it again. Last time I just considered. I'm just giving random MAC address. Change now. So the MAC address successfully changed it. You can see that it is again. You can see this is my original MAC address and this is a different MAC address. So now again for it, see, you can see the MAC. I swooped the MAC address. So if I want to restore default, it's default. Restored it. So now again back to the my original one. So this is how you can use the software to prevent your you can do a MAC swooping. Okay. So let me MAC address changed. Okay. So MAC address is done. So enable credential guard. So credential guard is a credential guard prevent attackers from dumping the credentials stored in a LSASS by running LSASS in a virtualized based security isolated container that even a user with a system privilege cannot access. The system that creates a proxy access called LSA ISO means LSA isolated for communicate with the virtualization LSSA process. So by doing is to create a virtualization so that it all your passwords and will be stored in a virtual environment and it use a proxy to communicate it. So by doing all this one, we can protect the system from credential theft attack. Let's see how to turn on the credential guard. So to see that one, go to Windows, edit group policy, administrative template, systems, device guard, turn on the virtualization, enable, okay, secure this done, apply, Okay. So now we have turned on the credential one. So to do apply that one, GP update / force. So we are updating the GP policy, and yes, the computer policy updated as successfully with some warnings. No worries, we can ignore it, but the policy is updated successfully. Now, enable the device guard done. So let's see. Next one is device guard. So device guard is a set of hardware and security features that use virtualization based security to ensure that operating system running only trusted application as defined in the department code integrity policy. So Windows group, typo, edit group policy, go to systems, administrator template, copy data computer configuration, administrator template, system, check for device, check for device card, yeah, under device card, turn on virtualization based security, edit the policy, but it's again enabled. So the select the platform should be secure boot and DMA protection. That's okay. So the virtualization based one is not nothing to do. And credential, it should be enabled without lock. So security launch configuration not configured. I think you don't need to touch anything. So yes, we have done. So apply. Okay. So let's go to and do a group GP update force. So update again, updating the policy. Okay, successfully updated with some warnings. That's okay. So now we have enabled the device card. So next one is we have to enable security boot. Security boot is the standard feature used to ensure that endpoint boot using software trusted by PC manufacturer. So security boot, what it's only allow only approved operating system to boot up. By enabling this feature, we can prevent malware from taking over your PC at boot time. So let's see how to do it. So for that, you have to go to BIOS. In the BIOS, I'll just share the screenshot with you. So in the BIOS, you just need to go to boot. Under boot, security boot, it will be, if it is disabled, just enable it. So just enable it so that you can enable by doing this one, you can enable the secure boot. So next one is secure boot is done. So next one is we are going to see how to remove bloatware. Actually, when you are installing Windows 10, it comes with a pre-installed software. So it's again, so we are going by removing it, we can prevent uh, things. So I'll show you how to do that. So this is it's a script which is developed by SyncNet. So thanks to the developers who developed this one. So it's again a pretty good script. So you have to run the script to remove all your pre-installed unnecessary applications, and it's a good one. So let's save it. Run as administrator. Yes. So to run the script, we have to do it. So we have to execute this command: set execution policy unrestricted force. So by doing that, we can run the script. Now go to the web and Windows 10 debugger GUI, run with the PowerShell. Open. It's asking for to run it. Yes, since it is okay. So it is running. Okay. So let me. I'm getting a GUI bloater. So now I need to select which option to remove. So again, I am just going with the remove bloatware with the custom block list. Okay, so it's again removing all the bloatware. Okay, so yes, it is done. So it is already all the bloatwares have been removed. It. So it's a very good script. Thank you. Thanks for the developers. It's done. So now let's disable Cortana. Cortana is actually it's a voice control digital assistant. Uh, but Cortana need to run in the background on your computer all the time. Listen out for your spoken commands and gather information about your activities. It's again privacy. So let's see how to disable Cortana. For to do that, just go to Windows, edit group policy, administrative template, Windows component, Cortana, search for Cortana, speech, search, allow Cortana, in this one disable, apply, okay. So we have disabled the one. So apply GP update, again we have to update the policy, GP update force. So the policy is updating, yeah, it's successfully updated. Remove it, right click, I don't want Cortana in my server, right click, task manager also remove it. Yeah, everything is done. So I have disabled the Cortana, done. So now we have to disable the remote access. So let's see how to do it. Go to the control panel, systems, allow remote connection, and don't allow the computer to connect with any. So basically by this, so that none of the machines will do. If suppose you are doing it, allow this one, but select the user who need to take a remote on it so that you can have a security control on here. So this is how you can control. Now I don't want it, apply OK. So this is disable also done. So remove the PowerShell 2.0. So it's actually this is script will help you to run the malware scripts. So let me disable it. Go to control panel, add or remove, or just Windows, run app wzi.cpl. Okay, turn on features on and off. So let's wait for it. It's loading. Okay, so just scroll down and you can uncheck it. Windows PowerShell. Okay. Okay, so now it is completed. So I have now successfully I have disabled the PowerShell. So hardening the browser is a very important thing. So because most of the things you will be downloading or you're browsing, everything is done with the browser. So there, that is where your securities and privacy is sorted. So already I have done the Firefox hardening. So if you missed the video, I just given the description. So done. So now let's turn off the privacy settings. Go to settings, privacy. So I'm just turn off everything. So these are the informations Microsoft collecting to for me. So I don't want it. Speech, turn off. Typing construction diagram. I don't want to give any information. So turn off. Delete if anything, it's have it. And activity history. So no, don't store anything. Don't send any activities about myself. Clear it if any have anything. So location, turn off. And if suppose you wanted, you can select the app only what application you wanted. So apart from these, you can turn it off. Same thing, microphone. If you want anything, just you can go here and turn it off. Suppose you are using Zoom or WebEx or Teams, and then you can come to there and you can enable for that one. Apart from that, you can disable it. So you same thing for headphones, notifications. You can tune it accordingly, or when you want the notifications, what kind of notifications. Account info, hello, apps. Again, you can do the same things. Uh, Email. So I don't want email access to everything. So again, you can put tasks as well, messages as well. Radios, turn off. Other devices. I don't want to communicate with the unpaired devices. Background apps, let's run it. So you need to means it's again by doing this one, it's again you can stop unnecessary apps to running in the background and consuming memory, and also security is and it's always good one. So I don't want, I need only edited. So I don't want any application data to send over there. Auto files is already okay, fine. Documents, yeah, same thing. Turn off. Pictures, turn off. Windows, turn off. File systems, turn off. Okay, so none of the information is sharing and I can try control it. So if whenever there is a needed, I will go to the specific app and I'll give permission to that only. Okay, so privacy setting is done. So creating a restoration point. So let's see how to do it. for that, Windows, control panel, search for creation, search for restoration point, backup and restoration. So this is actually a good point. So I set up a backup. Okay. So create a system image. So again, I'm just creating a snapshot so that if anything is again by doing this one, right? If suppose I'm installing something or something got broken, so this by restoring the snapshot, right? So I can whatever, for example, this is I done with all the shapes and I'm just giving on it, right? So I can use the snapshot to restore everything. This have three options. One is hard disk or like go with the pen drive options or network location. So so you can choose accordingly whatever you wanted. At the moment, I'm just going with the CD1. Just going with the CD1. Next, and I'm just going to take a snapshot of C drive. So it's again enter. It's okay. That one. So it's creating a snapshot. So that it's again whatever configure, right? It will take the configuration. If suppose I'm just doing something, and at the moment I'm just stopping because it will take us more time, and it's since a demo I don't want it. So this is how I can create a snapshot and restore it. Or uh, if suppose something got broken, I can restore it and get to the back to the track. So you can what you can do is you can create a snapshot beginning of it. After done, you can create a snapshot it. So so if something is if something is not working, then you can go to the first previous snapshot one, and you can start over kind of thing. So it's a good thing. Creating a restoration point is always a snapshot is very fine. So next one setup is OneDrive back to prevent the data from transfer. This is we'll see how to create a backup drive using one of in a part two. So next one is we will go to the total virus desktop applet. So what is actually do is when this is a application which help you to prevent from downloading malwares and it's a rogue software. So what we'll do is before you can suppose if you have a download to something else, you can copy and you can paste it, and you can get and download, and you can see whether what is actually you can create a virtualized storage session. So those softwares will not get downloaded, and it will get scanned over with the database. And if it is everything clean, yes, you can download the file. Otherwise, you can cancel it. So by doing this one, you can prevent malwares or rogue softwares getting downloaded in your software. So this is the one thing. So this is also done. So this is a security tip. Do not download the application from unknown site. Always use official site because that is actually it's a good one because if suppose you are downloading any sites where right it will even though there is a software what you are downloading it will attached with some malware codes so that will cause you some damages to your operating system. So now they are in a final step. So we have to convert the local offline account in the non-admin. So again, just go to the run computer management dot msc. So by actually what we are doing is and for example okay so why we have to do is in case suppose you are downloading something, right? If it is administrator account, it can able to run a script in the background. Since it is administrator account, you can do anything. So to restrict that one, we are doing this one. So fewer properties, member of, I'm just removing from the administrator, apply OK. And there is a administrator. So right click properties. I am just enabling that one and setting a password for it. So set a password phrase. So this is a demo, so I'm just giving a some simple password. So to apply this one, I need to reboot it. So now reboot is done. So let's test it. So if I need to run it now when I'm a Fever account, so I want to install this one. So it's asking for a administrator password. So if I give the administrator password, it will run. Otherwise, it will not run. So I'm just making so by doing that, I'm just taking a little control. So this is done. This is done. Windows Defender. Windows Defender is a free antivirus program, which is comes with the Windows 10 version. So you don't need to download or you don't need to pay anything. It's a part of the Windows operating system. It's a free antivirus program. So Microsoft has worked really hard to improve it over the last few years, and it is now pretty good at detecting malware files, blocking exploits, and network-based attacks, and flagging phishing sites. It even includes simple PC performance and health reports, and as well as parent control with the content filtering, usage limit, and location tracking. So it comes with more features now to prevent it. So and it's offered the features like virus and threat protections. So which again protect your device from malware protections and phishing attacks. It's do a regular scan of the device for threats and so it will do an account protection. So account protections again, if you are using a online account, Microsoft Windows account, so it will give you protection on it, and it also comes with a firewall and network protection. So it'll keep monitoring your network connections and various again firewall settings, and those will help you with. And apps and browser control helps you to protect your device and data from malicious code hiding on the apps, files, and websites. Device securities provide hardware level security features such as core isolations and security processor to protect your computer from certain attacks. Device performance and health, it keep displaying your health of your device and performance of your computer. Family options, so you can manage your device and you can create an account for your kids and have a parental control on it. So Microsoft this concept. So this Microsoft gives a more different. So now, so these are the steps we are going to follow it to harden the Windows Defender. Don't worry, guys. I'll keep the steps in the comment. You can follow it. So to do that, we have to go to Windows Defender settings. So settings, Defender, Windows Security settings. So virus and threat protections. So you can see it is nothing is there. We have to configure it. So this is, as I said, this is one of the features provided by the Defender. So it's again inbuilt antivirus programs to keep scanning your device, and it will protect you from the malicious codes and monitor your device's activities and all. So to turn on, just click this one, turn on. So it will pop up as yes, I'm giving it. So device is there. So manage settings. So real-time protection is there. So it will automatically, if something is detecting, it is in a real time in the background. It will detect the device and it will do it. And cloud delivery protection. So we have enable it. It will provide. It will increase and foster the protection with the level of it. So this will this. Yes. Click yes. And automatic sample submission. So whenever I find something else, I can submit this things, and it will give a more information about what it has happened and how this and tamper protections to prevent from the important security features. So by enabling this one, so the malwares will little difficult to disable the defenders in the background. So this is for help you to additional security feature. So one more thing is control folders. So control folder, it is designed to monitor and protect your data against ransomware attacks. So if suppose you can give it if anything any modifications happening right by the code, malicious program is unwanted changes there automatically it will block and it'll give you the information. So it's prevent you from the ransomware attacks. One is exclusion. So you can exclude some files, whatever, again, if suppose you don't need to scan this file, so Defender will exclude when it is scanning it. You can add it. At the moment, I don't have anything, so I'm just leaving. And notification settings, yes, whenever there is there, just give everything pop up and account protections. So I want all the notifications because if anything is happening, right, I want the other notifications so to make sure I am getting the alerts and I'm doing a remediation actions whenever I'm getting notifications to quicker things and all. So I need the notifications to be on it. Okay, so first step is we have done enabled it. Real-time protection is enabled, done. Cloud protection is done. Automatic sample is done. Sample protection is done. Enable, yes, we done this also. Yes, certification is done. Okay, so next one is we are going to apps and browser control. So apps and browser, this is first of all we need to enable the reputation-based protection turned on. So as I said, apps and control, right? So it's help you to protect your device and data from malicious codes hidden on apps, files, and websites. So it will give a thing. So let's turn on it, reputation-based one. So let's go to the reputation. So checks apps and file. So this is well whenever it is downloading from unrecognized apps or something, as it keeps scan the files and everything. So enabling the smart screen Microsoft Edges, right? So this one, and potentially unwanted app blocking. So if it is a data block apps, if it is so block the apps. If it is a potential apps, automatically it will check and protect the block the apps, block the downloads. Smart screen for Microsoft Store apps as well. So even if you are downloading something from the stores as well, it will do a pre-checks and everything, and it'll keep you things so that you can ensure you can prevent your device and data from the surface attacks and other things. So next one is exploit protection. So this is also inbuilt one. So control flow control is by default is on, yes. Data prevention execution is yes, on. Force randomization images on. So certain changes will require the restarts. Yes, we will give it. No worries about it. This is done. So apps and control is done. Reputation is done. Exploit protection is also done. Enable protection is done. Smart screen protection is done. Sorry, smart screen protection is done. Okay, next one is device security. So device security, this is a core isolation. So it's a create core isolation is a virtualization technology that adds an extra layer of security against sophisticated attacks. So what this feature will do is it will create a virtualization technology so that it will prevent you from the malware injections into memory, like so that certain codes, right, certain programs will be running, malicious codes will be running in the memory. So it's difficult to identify, and second thing is it will use your memories into high. So to prevent that thing, to prevent malware injection into memory, and to minimize the chances, we can enable this one. Okay, so the core isolation is done. Device security is done. Core isolation is done. Okay, so now remaining things, yes. So we need to go to PowerShell to disable PUP, PAA, PUP and PUA's potential unwanted application and potential unwanted program. So what does actually mean? So sometimes some packages, right, comes with a bundle with this freeware software. Like when you are installing some software, right, it will ask you to like, can I install this XY software kind of thing. Or sometimes when you install, right, it will install a toolbars in the browser, and it will change the home pages or search engines according to the software. So to avoid those things and all, we have to enable the this direction so we can prevent ourselves from those kind of changes. So to do that, we have to go to PowerShell. So click PowerShell, Windows PowerShell, run as the administrator. And set -mp preference tab eu. So you can just tab by typing this one, you can get this one. Yeah. So it will automatically figure. So this is one and set the value to 1. So now we have enabled so this is also done. So this is all the things we have to do it in the group policies. So now we can close this PowerShell. Let's go to group policies, Windows, group policy, edit group policy. So for that one, so you go to computer configuration, administrative template, Windows component. Look for Windows Defender antivirus, Microsoft Windows Defender antivirus, and maps. Okay, so let me maximize it for your visibility. So click edit policy. So enable it and go with the advanced one, apply. Okay, so it's a just program, Microsoft Community Program, Advanced Protection Program. So you're just doing on it. And second one is configure the uh, enable and configure block at first sight feature. So this feature ensures the device check in a real time with the Microsoft Active Protection Service maps before allowing certain content to run or access it, get the data. So this is a quicker way so to end. So just edit policy settings, enable, apply, okay. So this is done. So now we need to enable and locality overflow repeating mouse. So this is already there. So edit policies, enable, apply, okay, and send the file samples. Okay, so before that one, send the sample files whether enable. Yes, send the sample, send all the samples so detects and everything and all. So that it will help you. It's apply, okay. So we have done this change. Configure sorry. So yeah, so we have configured this done. This is done. The next one is we need to set the cloud protection level in the Windows Defender. So to do that, again, same things, computer configuration, administrator, Windows Defender antivirus, in this one, MP engine. So here we need to select the cloud protection, edit policy, enable, and select high blocking level, apply, okay. So this is also done. Cloud protection is done. The next one is enable and configure the extended cloud check. So click this one, edit policy settings, enable the default settings kind of thing, apply, okay. Okay, so I have done this as well. So now let's go to registry level. To do that, just go to Windows, run, or you can click Windows, registry, editor. I'll keep it at the side. Okay, so here where we need to do is H key local machine. Under H key local machine, we need to go to software. Under software, we need to go to policies. Under policies, Microsoft Defender and Defender Spynet. Okay, So here what we need to do is, uh, so we are going to create a new key here. Right click, new key. Okay, and click new. Now we want to create a 32-bit tsword value, and we will name it as py net reporting. Okay, and we will set the value to 2. Okay, so it is the advanced level, so we are just clicking it. So next, let's go to MP engine. Click Q. We'll do the same thing. MP engine. We'll create a again new DSWOT 32-bit. We'll name it as MP cloud block level, and we will set the value to 2 for high blocking level. So we have done this. The registry level changes. Okay, so now I'll show you how to set up a OneDrive account to prevent from the wrong. So I already have signed in with my Microsoft account. So to do that, you need a Microsoft account. So what you need to do is you need to sign in OneDrive. So after sign in with your credentials, Microsoft credential, go to settings and just go to virus and threat protection. So scroll down, ransom protection, manage ransom protection. So you can see that. So after you just sign in, you can see the OneDrive information will be displaying here. So what it actually does is it will upload all the documents, desktops, everything to the OneDrive. So you can see that once it's uploaded my desktops, documents, and everything, whatever things it's uploading into OneDrive. In case if something is encrypted, I can retrieve or restore from the OneDrive. So this is a kind of a backups to restore the data when to prevent from my confidential data from the ransomware. So yes, I have done it. Done. Okay, so next one is we are going to enable this application guard. So Microsoft Defender application guard, right? So it will help you to prevent untrusted files from accessing the trusted resource. So what it actually does is keep your enterprise safe from the new and emerging attacks. It will always launch a browser in an isolated environment, so that when it is isolated, right, so there is no connection or nothing is with your host or your kernel. So it's isolated virtual environment, so it's to prevent it kind of thing. So we'll see how to enable the application guard. So to do that, you have to go to, so to do that, just go to Windows, run app w I app wiz.cpl. So this will again take you to the add or remove program. So there you can turn on Windows feature on or off. So here you can search for Windows Defender application guard. So click this one, enable. Okay. Okay, it's asked for the Windows to reboot. So I'm just giving a restart now. So now mission is rebooted. So let's go back to the settings, and now we are enabled this application guard. So now we need to install this application guard program. So to do that, we have to go to Store, Microsoft Store, and search for this app. So let's get it. So click install. So to install this application, you have to sign in with the Microsoft account. Okay, so now app is installed. Let's launch it. So the application is installed. Done. So now next step is we going to install application guard extension, Firefox extension in the Firefox, because Firefox is my default browser. And if you didn't watch the Firefox bootcamp hardening of the Firefox for privacy and securities, I have given the link in the description. Search for application guard season, add to Firefox. So add, it's allow in the right private also, it will be running it. Okay, so now this is done. So let's restart to apply everything. Let's restart this computer. Okay, so we have done the restart as well. So now it is time to test the settings. So I have downloaded a few malware samples. So to test it again, I'm just going to run it. But here I'm just giving a disclaimer. So don't try this one in your don't try to run any malware samples on your machine because if it is something happened to your hardware or something else, I'm not responsible for that. This is a demo for that purpose. Actually, I'm just doing it. So I'm not recommending to do this one. So if you're doing, just I would suggest to do it on your own risk. So I am not responsible for any damages or any causes are happening. This is a disclaimer I'm just giving on it. So So I have made a Python script to run all this download and install samples. So instead of doing it manually, this script will run and just tell me like all the status and everything and all. So let's run the coding Python debug v1. So it's initializing the test. It will actually installing the samples which I downloaded. So let's wait for test to complete. Okay, so the testing is done. So total malware samples is 30. Out of that, it's blocked is 27 and blocked is 3. So we just reduce the attack level.